Hey, Reese, what was the conversation like with Jose there? Charlie told us that he said he felt something, but when did you guys sort of know about that? And did you notice anything kind of different from him there?
He just had finished that inning, getting a couple big outs there to get us back in the dugout, and we were just getting ready to hit. And I think it was kind of getting to that point in the game where we were going to end up deciding if we were going to go to the bullpen or not. So I think when he maybe came in and had some words, I wasn't really around that right away, so I'm not sure what he said, but it must have been enough to go to the bullpen there.
But in terms of his performance on the mound, either in the sixth or in the seventh, did you notice anything different in terms of either velocity or motion or anything like that?
No, there wasn't anything that I noticed. When he was coming out the field, I think he was fist pumping. We had just made a huge out there, so not sure if it was something maybe pregame or maybe throughout it he was feeling, or maybe just in one pitch. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think he was ready to go back out for another inning. So that's all I can say.
I got you. And then just to sneak one more in here, in terms of how he pitched tonight, before exiting, what did you like most from him? I mean, this is now fourth start in a row for him to go into or through the seventh inning. What kind of stood out for you?
They kind of had to stack the lineup there with some left-handed batters, and we were getting ahead quite a bit with the slider. He was commanding that pitch very well throughout the whole game. Heaters up in the zone, down in the zone. Threw a couple of changeups in there, not as many as he normally would, but that's just because the slider was that good tonight, and his fastball command was really well. Yeah, the innings that were quick, it was like strike one, ball in play, or it was like first pitch swing, ball in play. And credit to the defense behind him tonight, making a bunch of diving plays, a bunch of huge outs there to stop any momentum for them to extend the lead.
Thanks a lot, Reese.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Hey, Reese, thanks for the time. It seemed, at least early on, you guys had a bunch of hard hit balls that kind of found gloves. When you're playing in a game like that, is it more frustrating as a lineup when those don't fall, or do you kind of build hits?
Yeah, overall, whenever you're lining out, it's never fun. And then when it's kind of collectively happening to everyone, it's a little frustrating, especially because you feel like, that you were onto that guy. We kind of had a great approach coming in with the starter that they threw out there, and we put some good swings on it. The results we couldn't control, but yeah, especially in these games, every out, counts, and that's exactly what we said when we got into the clubhouse. Was like, man, we smoked so many balls tonight that their defense was just right where they needed to be, and so credit to them for positioning.
Thanks, Reese.
Go ahead, Shy.
Hey, Reese, I kind of just wanted to follow up on that same point. And you look at some of the expected batting averages and some of the balls you put in play. I mean, it was certainly portended to a much better night. I'm wondering, you guys have been used to, over the past couple of weeks, just getting the hits will eventually come, whether one way or the not. Just how weird was it for them not to come on this night?
Yeah, I think overall it was a good challenge for us to be into a close game there. Kind of realizing it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be a ton of long balls in a huge lead for our starter and stuff. So huge job by Berrios to keep us in that game, getting deep in there. And then the hitters, it was a good challenge for us to kind of realize how important it is to try to get that leadoff guy on anyway. But like you said, the batted balls in play, the average expected, it was probably pretty high. And once again, I think that's one of the top one or two ranked defenses in all of baseball. So credit to them.
And is this one of those days where you really have to challenge yourself to sort of believe in process over results?
I think just stay with the same approach. If you're going to barrel up the baseball, good things are going to happen more times than not. It just is frustrating when they don't happen because you did everything you could. But yeah, if we come out tomorrow with the same aggressive approach in the box and we're swinging at the right pitches, which we seem to do quite a bit tonight. If they gave us something over the middle of the plate, we were taking a hack, and then at that point we we're just praying it would fall down because they kind of weren't tonight for us. But back at it tomorrow with the same approach.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what happened to Jose and what his status is, what you know about his status right now?
Yeah, he felt something on his side, and so that's why we took him out of the game. Of course, he was doing a great job, just to be cautious, and so right now we're gonna call it a left abdominal tightness, and we'll see how it feels tomorrow. He's getting treatment right now, so he's not getting any imaging, so because he thinks it feels right, but we'll see how it feels tomorrow.
Was he feeling anything at different points in the start, or did it just suddenly set onto him after his 7th inning there?
When he came from the 7th inning, he said he felt something. So the moment he says that, okay, you're good. And that's why we took him out. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Gregor.
Hey, Charlie, do you know if Jose has dealt with an issue like this before? Is this the first time that he's talked to you guys about it?
Yeah, I mean, since he's been with us, I never heard of anything like that. Yeah, no, this is the first time that he mentions that to us for sure.
Okay, cool. And then just on a different note, considering the run that your offense has been on for the last couple of weeks and even dating back a little further than that, can you just kind of wipe the slate clean after a game like this? Do you just kind of toss it aside and move on to the next, or how do you look at tonight's struggles?
Yeah, it was a great game, Gregor. I mean, their pitching did a great job to stop a hot offense. So, yeah, they did a good job today against our offense.
Cool. Thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, Charlie, I just wanted to ask about the defense on both sides tonight. It looked like, certainly Semien and Bichette made a lot of great plays, but they had some nice ones on their side too. What were you seeing there?
Yeah, I mean, that's why these two clubs are playing well, man, because defense, pitching and defense. And we did the same thing today to stay in the game. And of course, that's what the Rays do. They play really good defense, and they make a lot of good plays tonight to stay in the game, to win the game.
Was there any, on your side, was there any one play that kind of stood out to you?
The one Bichette made up the middle to get a fast runner, that was a great play, because you have to be quick to get a guy like that who's really fast.
You're talking about the one with Margot?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, Charlie, on that Springer 4th inning double, he looked pretty good moving out of the box and around first there. Where do you kind of assess him? Is he improving at this point? Because there has been times where he's looked, like he's not 100% healthy.
Yeah, he's improving, which is good news. So yeah, you saw it when he hit that double. He looked fine, and when he came back to the dugout, he felt fine, which is good news. He's improving.
Is your expectation that you're going to be able to get him back in center before the regular season ends?
I mean, we're going to play that by ear, but if he keeps improving, there's always a chance of that. So we'll see. He has been taking outfield drills and stuff because it feels good. So we'll see how it feels. We'll go day to day.
Cool. Thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Shai.
Charlie, with just the way the Rays can run out a bunch of leverage arms on you, what kind of pressure does that put on your team maybe to score early to avoid having to rally against the array of arms that they can run out there?
Yeah, I mean, that's just what they do, and that's fine. But I don't think our guys feel pressure because we think we can come back against anybody. So, I mean, credit to our offense, But yeah, that's what they have. They usually got good arms like they did tonight. That's one of the reasons they stopped us.
And when you see some of the balls that you guys hit right at guys and some of the hits that were taken away from you, does that lead you to think this was more a product of some bad luck tonight, as opposed to the way that nothing that you guys need to adjust to or anything on those lines?
Yes, they play their A game and we play well too. They just score two solo home runs, but other than that, we play our A game and of course they did for sure.
All right, thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome.